Hi everybody, it's Julie and I am here with the letter G. I sound like Sesame Street. The letter G, and for the April ABC Junk Journal Challenge. And what I'm just doing is I'm running through and giving you suggestions using the letters. So the letter G is a decorated guest check. G, guest check. And so we are going to go ahead and do that. Okay. April ABC Junk Journal Challenge. There's a Facebook group, and we are to make a junk journal using the 26 elements from that I chose using the alphabet, and the letter G is guest check. So I have these green guest checks. They are available in a package where you get guest checks, the things to do pads. Anyway, you get 150 papers, including 50 guest checks in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. For this one, I have already attached some fabric from one of the these that I added to my shop, the 12 by 12 squares where you get 16 squares. And I had made a cover using one of the squares and some cardstock that I folded up. And so I had the leftover pieces, and I just went ahead and I made a ribbon here on the side of my guest check. Well, the first thing I'm going to do with my guest check is I'm going to take off the bottom. That's just something that I usually do, and so I'm going to do that. So I have been using this napkin. If you remember, I forgot to take the ply off of it. So we're going to do that now. Just go ahead and separate the ply off of it. You can use that for something else. So this particular napkin has 6 birds on it. It is available also in my Etsy shop in the napkin. Either the bird set or the flower will come with this napkin. It's got the American goldfinch and the Carolina wren. You get 3 of each. And, you know, I really like this American goldfinch, so I'm going to come over here and, you know what? Found my awesome scissors. So, go ahead. These are my Teresa Collins scissors that I love so much. So, I've just gone ahead. I'm cutting that out. And then I do want to stamp on this. So we're going to collage this guest check. Okay? And that's what you're going to do. However it is that you like to collage. I'm going to add this clock because we used it before. And let's see. I put this down, put this up. Okay, so there is our clock, and we'll just put this back up here. I have a spot that I'm keeping it. I like to kind of use things that will go together. So you could also use a coffee dyed guest check. I had that handy just so I could show it to you. I'm going to go ahead and rip around the outside of my image here. I like the way the ripped napkin looks. And we're just I'm going to use my Tombow glue to attach this to the guest check. I'm not going to use Mod Podge. And that's just my preference. So, okay, so we have our little goldfinch and his berries. I don't know that we'll keep the berries. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so the berries are going to go. And of course, you could have added this before the material or the fabric. That probably would have been better. But for the sake of time, and while I was waiting for my other video to upload, I went ahead and did that. So I'm going to come over and take a little more off here. I want him to go up a little more. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to throw those away because I can use those someplace else. And then I'm going to come over with the bottom of my Tombow glue, and I'm just going to saturate my my guest check. Now the one thing when you are, when I saturate this with glue, is I am going to have to watch this for a little while and keep pushing it down and straightening out the guest check. Okay, so we're just tapping him down and then coming back up on the edge. Again, my preference. Okay. Okay. So there we have our decorated guest check. Now I do also have a piece of the music, and you can get these music. I do have music. So this is Old Fashioned Love Songs. It is a digital kit in the shop, and you get the full size, and then also the 5x7, as well as a collage page and the 9 wallet size in that digital kit. Again, it's called Old Fashioned Love Songs, and it works great to be able to make things like, if you've got a bird, just makes sense that you would maybe have some music with your bird. I'm going to bring this down to the bottom. Now, you notice that I used the plain guest check, and that's because for this set I used the, make sure you're I'm looking at my music and making sure my words are in the right configuration there. Okay, so there, that gives some music. Okay, and then we can come back in and boy, I lost my word. Distress it later. So that is my guest check. Now remember, I took the bottom off the guest check, and I have the flip-flop, flip-up, flip-down page from yesterday. And we're going to go ahead and use our little guest receipt, and we're going to make a collage pocket down here at the bottom. Okay, so using this guest receipt, we're going to go ahead and just put some glue along the bottom. Put that down here. Okay. And you know what? This is going to be my edge, so let's go ahead and come back in and put some glue on the edge. Just because we don't want things to fall off into the center. Okay, now remember we said that we might want to use And we have this page. So we might want to come in and glue another bird on this page. We're not going to do that right now, but that's something that we can do. So next I'm going to use a flinch card, and this is also a digital kit from the Dear Julie Etsy shop, and this is what size your flinch card would normally be. We have the numbers 1 through 31, so it's great if you are doing like a December daily or some type of planning or something like that. Here these are printed at 5 by 7. So I am going to use, oh, you know what? We'll use this. I also, while I was waiting for the video to upload, I added some fabric here. So I'm thinking that we might come in and this could come and be a part of this also. I'm just making like a pocket configuration here. So what else can we might want to use some music, especially if we stick a bird up there at the top of it. Okay, so I'm just ripping. This is this music was printed on cardstock. So we can come in from the side. We do have this little piece, which I think will be great on it as well as, oh, you know what? We had this. And I wanted, okay, so we're going to add that to that also, because it wasn't it wasn't full of stuff enough. And then we're going to do the same thing down here. So what I did is I had this leaf, and I just came in and, nothing says I have to use the leaf as it is, right? So this will give me leaf. And then I have the flower. This is from the wedding section at Michael's. Just a paper flower. It's from years ago though. I don't. And they come and go. It's like they'll have some kind of paper flower over there for invitations and things like that, and then they don't. Okay, so now for this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our glue here and a little bit up here, and put this down and put that over, and that's going to help us with our pocket, and yet it's secured. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to open our flip up, flip down, because we don't want to mess that up, and just attach our staple our flower on. And now after I decide on my bling, I can come in and add some bling there. So this, we might want to add something right here. I have this big huge stamp. I know we used a stamp on the decorated envelope that we made. I do like this gold. So we'll save that because we might be able to use that someplace else. Let's see. We come in. Okay, so go ahead and add glue onto the bottom part. And then we're going to put on this so that we get the music back on. Okay. Okay, again, we're adding it to the bottom because we want it to stick, but we don't want it to stick to the backing there. Now, this is kind of sticking up here because of the fabric. So what I'm going to do is come in and get underneath, and I'm going to double staple it because 2 staples looks like it was on purpose. That's just something I always say. It's my own opinion. Okay, now we're going to come in under this pocket, hopefully, all the way under. All the way under. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that is our collaged pocket. We've used that little piece of guess check, and now we have a little pocket that we'll be able to put a tag in. There you go. So that is our letter G guess check using lots of fun stuff from like we've used before, or from the items that we've used before. Okay, so letter G, guess check. Here's the main part. We use the bottom down here, along with music and a stamp, the leaves and flowers, a flinch card, and there you go. So this actually can become a journaling card. We could come in and add some note paper to the back of this to give it more journaling space. So I have these cute little, this came from Target. It was okay, if I do this, these came from Target. They were in the clearance section around, I think, Christmas time. They came in a really cute little wooden box. I remember that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add some glue across the top. Give us more journaling space. And you thought I was done. Okay, so there we go. And, you know, we do have our washi tape that we can add. You don't have to have it in full. You can cut it or rip it in half. There we go. So now we have some extra journaling space there, and it makes the card a little more sturdy, which is great. And we still have all this fun stuff over here that we can use in some other things. So G, guess check. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them down below. I hope you'll join us in the April ABC Junk Journal Challenge in the Facebook group April ABC Junk Journal Challenge. It's not too late to join us. Make a junk journal using the 26 elements from the alphabet. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.